Okay, everyone, we're in the Model Y. We're going to go take it for a quick drive and head back to our location. Of course, it's actually in drive right now, and to just put it in drive after stop again, you can just put your foot on the brake, pop it into drive on the steering wheel. You can also pop it into reverse and check out these awesome cameras that Tesla always has. Really nice visibility on there, and of course, you have different views on these cameras, and you can always access them by pressing that button right there. Really nice stuff, and of course, you can just make the cameras bigger and whatnot, which is really cool. Close that up, pop it back into drive, and let's head off. Awesome. So this park count's a little bit busy. Now, unlike the Model 3, the Model Y, like I said earlier, is you do sit higher in the car, which is a plus for a lot of people. People do like to sit higher in their vehicles. Some people feel safer like that, so that's kind of why it exists, which is kind of cool. And you do get that more of that SUV commanding road feeling in here. And it's not as sporty as the Model Y. Believe it or not, the Model Y does feel a little bit sporty. It's lower to the ground. The steering is almost as direct as it is on this one, but it's a little bit more, I don't know, it just feels a little bit more connected. I really do like what Tesla has done. I believe this one has the new laminated glass feature, so it does sound really solid and quiet in here, which I think is awesome. That's nice to have an expensive car. This one's around like $58,000 as specified. Let's hop off here and check out that acceleration. Look at this. Holy Jesus. Yeah, Teslas are quick. This is a dual motor, long range, not a performance model, of course, but it's still pretty quick. You're gonna get up and go really fast if you really need to get, merging on a highway or something, or if you just want to have a little bit of fun and scare your friends and family, you can do that as well. And of course, in a Tesla, you have all the little gimmicky fart noises and features. You can change the sound of the horn. I believe this one's a regular sound of the horn, but we all know we can make it sound like some kind of crazy fart sound or something, which is hilarious all the time. I believe this one has the newer full self-driving beta feature, where it kind of gives you a better visualization of that. We tried to do that, at least on my Model 3 video, but I realized that one didn't actually have the full, I think, self-driving beta autopilot package or whatnot. I can't remember, but I'm sure people will tell me in the comments real quick. But just being in this one compared to the Model 3, I definitely feel like it's more of like a daily driver. It feels softer, a little bit more, I don't want to say slower, but it just feels like a regular daily driving vehicle compared to the Model 3, which also does, but I feel like you can have a little bit more fun on the Model 3. Which is nice. Now, going over bumps and all this rough road, we've gone over a little bit of potholes before. Right now, of course, it's smoothed out, which is okay, but it's pretty solid. Everything feels very well damped. I know people have been worried about the larger wheels and the lower profile tires going in the long term, but at least in this vehicle right now, it feels pretty okay, at least on my end, which is nice. It's just really quiet in here. I really like the nice, quiet, tank-like feel in here, which is really nice. I have been, like I said, I reviewed the Ford Mustang Mach-E, which is a direct competitor to this vehicle, and it did feel like I had really bad visibility in there compared to a Tesla. So my big comparisons, at least in that one, is that the visibility was worse. Interior space felt a little bit more cramped than in the Model Y, and I didn't like the screen. I didn't like the screen as much. What I do like in the Ford is that you can change the regen, or kind of like regenerative braking style system. I know in this one you can change it from like creep, roll, and hold modes, but other than that, you can't really change that too much. Teslas are kind of restrictive with that. Of course, you can change your acceleration from chill to standard, so if you don't want to be flooring it and going full out all the time every time you put your foot on the accelerator pedal, you can change that. And the steering does dramatically change from sport, standard, and comfort. In comfort, it gets a lot lighter. As you can see right here, if I put it over into sport, how much it stiffens up. It's very video gamey in that kind of power assisted feel, but the direct connection to the wheels is excellent. When I'm moving in a second, I'll show you like the slightest movement in the car, like you know where the wheels are going, and I think that's really good in an electric car, where you kind of like have the lack of like an engine sound and everything. So that's, I think, a nice addition to there. I really like how you can see all that visualization stuff of the road in front of you on there. That's one of my favorite features as well. And a Tesla. Just pop over to our left over here. Come on, dude. Okay, cool. I'll get U-turn up there. But yeah, really pleasant experience in here. Like I said before, acceleration's great. I wish we could test out the cargo capacity and whatnot, but we don't have all boxes and all that stuff, and we don't have too much time to do all that. Otherwise, I would. Let's pop over to this lane over here. And of course, autopilot and just Tesla's vision, the Tesla vision, all the cameras around the car are going to give you a nice view of what's going on the road, so you kind of always have a little bit of extra security going on there. And of course, if you did want to access autopilot and use that feature, you can push all the way down on this pedal while you're driving, and that's what you got for that right now. Since it is a Model Y, you did have an off-road assist feature. I think it's just like a low traction slip start style mode. You do have a dedicated slip start feature, but you don't want to really take this off-road if that makes any sense. But you do get that kind of ability to get in like an off-road style environment. If you do want to do that. I know some people on YouTube have taken this off-road, like these types of cars, and it's not really meant for it at all. But there's some sort of capability there. You can tow. You can get a towing package and get a hitch on the back. I don't believe you can tow too much, but it's okay, I think, under some things. Let me just see this. Okay, cool. Awesome. And, going to the left, pop back over to our area. Again, those really cool visualizations of all the lights in front of us. You can see the different road signs, and you can change this around and kind of spin it around to see all the stuff that's going on. That's just awesome to me. I think that's one of my favorite features of just looking at the screen. And a lot of people are always like, how do you kind of like do all this stuff and look at your speed? Your speed's right there. You get really used to it really quick. You kind of have this nice open plane of view over here. The hood's really short and low, so you kind of have a good idea of where the front of the car is. My only complaint is just like the rear visibility is kind of annoying with the low kind of sloping rear roof line. That's the only annoying thing. As you can see, the light turned green and autopilot beeped at me because I wasn't going. So if you forget the light's green or can't see it, it will beep at you, which is kind of funny. I do like that as well. We're gonna go to a parking garage in a second, so you're gonna kind of get an idea of what this looks like at night in the interior. Unfortunately, there's no interior ambient lighting, which would be nice, but let's make a right here. I do know on the new Model S and X, they are introducing interior ambient lighting, which is not a feature here. It's very bumpy over here, guys, sorry. But hopefully in maybe another future interior update or another generation of these cars, we might see some sort of that kind of feature, which would be awesome, I think. I think that'd be a really highly valued thing from Tesla owners and future Tesla owners. Let's just pop into this parking lot over here. Turning radius is pretty good. And now you guys can get to check out the Tesla interior at night. So as you can see, some of the buttons start lighting up on the doors. As you can see right there, the lights are going to automatically turn on. And I know this screen has a full-on night mode as well. So if you do the screen, display, night, or night, let's go to night right here. And it turns dark. I like night mode a lot more than day mode. I think it makes the car look really cool at night as well, the night mode. Really nice stuff. With a matte black Model X right there. That's awesome. The license plate says Batman as well. Really cool. But here it is at night. No ambient lighting. I wish there was like an ambient lighting on the dash. I know a lot of Tesla owners can retrofit that really easily, and they do retrofit it really easily. I've seen it on social media and all that stuff, which is pretty cool. And look at that. It's awesome. But yeah, I do generally quite like these cars. I know the whole no engine thing is kind of disconcerting for a lot of people, but I am kind of a big fan of these myself. I think they're kind of fun. And the hate around them is, I think, mostly about the Tesla fans most of the time, and not so much the cars. I know people try to pick on the cars and pick on Elon, but, Tesla's kind of accelerating the entire industry to this generation of electric vehicles. They're kind of the ones that kind of sparked this whole thing mostly, other than the Nissan Leaf. But these are generally quite good cars. We're just pulling into the spot over here. As you can see, those cameras are coming in handy really, really well over here, because this is a tight, weirdly shaped spot. Don't want to hit the gigantic Tesla pole right there too. Awesome. Pulling it in. And we'll end this review right here. So generally, my impressions from the Model Y are awesome. We have Model 3s right there. As you can see, they're lower. They look pretty much the same. They're on the pretty much the same platform mostly. put it into park and end our drive right there. Awesome. And yeah, so if you need more space, you want more space in the boot, if you want to really try to get those extra seats back there, you can get the extra 2 seats behind this second row. And I think it's a great daily drive. You see them everywhere. They're really hard to get. They're finally making their way to Europe now from the made in China built cars. We're soon going to have the Gigafactory in Texas that's going to be building them, which is really cool. So I'm super excited to see that. And of course, these ones are still coming out of California. And there's a lot of stuff coming from Tesla in the future, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully we'll get a chance to check those out. And thank you guys for joining me on yet another drive and review of these awesome cars we have to check out all the time. And thank you guys for subscribing and staying tuned for a lot more stuff coming from Allcarnews in the future. Goodbye.